Hello, audience, and welcome to the Guild of Adventurers side quests. Lavender and Friends background story. Today will be Isaac Gutierrez, playing Lavender Storm, and accompanied as always by the ever-charming Humberto as Quna Zyn. And finally, our always humorous, intelligent, and witty DM, Mac. We all welcome you to the Guild of Adventurers side quests.
Yeah.
Sweet! Let's do some open RP. So, level 2, what is Lavender kind of doing? Like, what is,
I don't know. What is he doing? That's your. So basically, let me get some stuff out on the city you started. So you're in town 4. It's a large town. It's technically qualifies as a city, but only just barely. And you maybe were stationed here or something. I don't know what kind of. So you were part of the military, I guess.
I'm a local guard.
A local guard. So would this be your home? This probably wouldn't be your hometown, right?
No, so Tabaxi tend to live in, like, nomadic styles, if they're in groups.
Okay, so maybe your tribe is here then.
Yeah, I would say, like, maybe my caravan has stopped here for a month.
Okay, sure. So, basically, while you're here, there were some flyers, urgent. Actually, no, not flyers. So a teller. I forget what they're called. I want to say it's a teller. Anyway, it's the guy that screams information.
Yeah,
He came into the square and started shouting about an urgent need for healers and caravan guards. And you, being a guard, saw the opportunity to make some extra coin and went to go speak to the mayor.
Sweet. I could absolutely use the extra coin in my, even with the caravan. I'm not a tradesman. I'm a worker. Okay, I'll head over to the mayor's office then.
Okay, so you head into a fairly average building with a man standing over a map of the region, kind of scratching his head, and then also he has several lists of what looks to be supplies and stuff that he's kind of crossing off and directing some people who are loading up 3 wagons out in front of the building. And he says, yes, can I help you?
Well, hello. I heard there is a need for a caravan guard.
Excellent. Well, it seems like you're the only god so far. We have a couple of healers. It's very short notice, I'm afraid. The town of Amoir only just got message to us that they've been suffering with an outbreak, and they need our help. They don't have access to medicine, and they're running out of food and provisions since no one is fit to hunt. So I need to transport 3 caravans through the woods. Normally we would go around, as these woods are incredibly dangerous. But the situation is so dire, it simply can't wait.
Well, sir,
Hence the need for extra guards.
I am more than just a guard. I am a bard, of sorts. I like to pull up my viola and kind of just, like, lightly play in the background and be like, so how about this? I, of course, would love to be hired and assist in escorting this caravan. And on top of that, I like to also offer my services, for a minor fee, of course, to go hunt down other guards for you. When does this need to get ready by?
Well, quite frankly, you'd be leaving in about half an hour.
Perfect. I can get you at least one more guard in half an hour.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
And you'll be paid 5 gold pieces a night to account for the added danger.
In his eyes, if this was a cartoon, Lavender's pupils would just dilate it and turn to a diamond right now. Like that kind of ka-ching sound effect plays in his head, and he's like, "Oh, absolutely. Bless a little bonus for finding your this extra guard. I'll be right back." And by the way, my name
I
is
didn't say
Lavender
anything about
Storm.
bonus. Right. Nice to meet you. My name is Mayor Flintlock.
I bow. Mayor Flintlock, thank you for hiring.
Of course.
And then I run off towards a local tavern, trying to see if I can spot anyone who looks, anyone who I maybe have interacted with during my time here, who I know is a hardy fellow.
Okay, so Quna,
So I'll set the scene if you want to just go into a bar, and I'll take it from there.
Yeah.
So just look around and you want to RP to the bar, and then I got you.
Sure. So, Mac, I'll just, like, right now, Lavender's very young, so he's very fresh-faced, spry. He doesn't have his kind of slickness to him. He runs without thinking. He's more impulsive. He doesn't try to come at every situation thinking that he can manipulate for more money. He's gonna be very honest. He's a very honest, hard worker right now. So as I enter, I like to immediately throw open the doors and say, "Excuse me all, I am Lavender Storm. You may know me from my caravan who has been staying here. I am currently looking for someone to aid me in being an escort for the mayor, who will be leaving in about half an hour. It will be 3 gold a day, maybe 5 if you're as good as me, who knows. But all I know is that we need extra guards." And I like to
The tavern is extremely packed, and only a couple people by the door turn to even look at you, and then immediately turn back to their drinks.
Okay, time to set the scene for Quna. So Quna being Quna and being a little taller, he overheard something about money and something about doing things he's good at, and that's guarding. So you see the 7'5" figure stand up with his long ponytail, long high ponytail, mind you, just keep the listeners knowing what they see in their head.
Right.
Turn around, look directly at you, kind of taking you in a little bit. He makes his way to you because it is crowded, and I will say it's kind of a little noisy because he wasn't that close, but he was close enough to kind of overhear.
Yeah, you have to kind of
something
nudge a
say.
few people out of the way as you work your way through the crowd.
As you approach,
Yeah.
you see about 6 foot tall.
How tall is he? Okay.
6 foot tall tabaxi. He's wearing like studded leather armor, so it's leather with small like plates of metal all over it. He has like a shield and a spear on his back, and he appears to be very open, very much trying to get people's attention. Like, hello, not afraid to try to get people's attention. And as he sees this ginormous man coming like over to him, he seems to perk up with a smile.
Yeah, you see money. You see opportunity for good one.
Well, hello there.
Well met. I hear you're looking for some guards.
Yes, so more like the mayor is, and I just happen to be helping.
Well met. My name's Quna Zyn, and I stretch out my arms to shake his.
Well met as well. My name is Lavender Storm, and very elegantly he reaches his hand out and clasps your hand, which is easily twice as big as his.
Yeah, I'm fastening my glaive in my back. So, when do we leave?
Half an hour. You ready?
Always have been.
All right. Friend, I think you just made a new friend in Lavender Storm. Thank you for helping me. And he opens the door wide open and says, "Let's go," and gestures towards the direction he came from.
Dude, it's Kuna's thoughts here, just seeing this guy so eccentric, so like full of life, and he's just used to a life being a soldier. This is like pre-Merc times too, so.
Pre all the extra shit, just the soldier.
Yeah, so he's like, he's not as, I mean, he's a little bit more colder now that when he's older and stuff like that. I would not say colder, but let's say more battle worn, which is why he's a little more like think about things. But like this is a little more laid back, brand new, fresh out the fresh out the oven.
Yeah, like Lavender has less scars. He's both his parents are still alive, and his mother's pregnant with his like baby sister. So he's
and this is pre. Yeah, this is pre before the neck slice on his neck tattoo.
Yeah, this is
on that thing marking.
Pre everything before that.
Yeah, this is fun. Okay, yeah, we'll continue. I'll continue to follow you where you go. So I'm guessing we're going to the mayor.
Oh yeah, and I'm running. Like, you got it. I'm like half jogging, and then I realized you're not as fast, so I slow down. I'm like, come on, we gotta make time.
All right, so you guys head out of the tavern over to the mayor's home. At this point, they're just loading up the last few crates into the wagon. You see a couple dwarves loading some barrels into the back of the front wagon. The front wagon is about twice as large as the back two. And you see actually you see an old tabaxi woman. You see a halfling, an elf, mostly humans. There are 6 medics, it looks like, and 3 just drivers. And the mayor is kind of making sure everything gets packed in. He turns and sees you guys approach and goes, "Excellent, so I suppose you are both interested in guarding them."
Yes, Mayor. This is
Of
Quna
course.
Zyn. And
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You need to understand, we don't go through these woods for a reason. The situation's dire, but it's quite dangerous, so just be careful.
Don't worry, sir. Between me and this sack of meat, I like to meaningfully pound Kuna's chest and then get scared by how hard it is.
Yeah, I'm also like, I'm twitching my muscles in my chest. When I'll say the word, just kind of extenuating, like basically like highlighting my muscles in my chest.
And so as I do that, I stop for a moment after I say pound of flesh. And go, and I will make sure to never die, and hopefully bring everyone along with us.
Excellent, excellent. A couple of the healers are actually also clerics, so hopefully they can help you in that aspect. If you are wounded, they can tend to you. Need be, there's also the... Of course, need be, there's also the food and provisions in the wagons, although most of that is intended for the town of Amroa, so do be careful. The front wagon will have the food and provisions, the second one will have medicine, and the ones in the back has tents and first aid for you guys to use. This route will probably take about 3 days, assuming you have no interruptions, which I doubt. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
And everyone kind of starts climbing into the caravan. So 3 people step in front to kind of guide the caravans. The front one, since it's larger, has 2 horses. The other one have 1 horse. And then all the other kind of healers and clerics fall into line, either walking alongside or sitting on a bench at the front of the caravan next to their driver.
Gotcha. Since this is still young, Lavender, he takes a moment to pull a young man aside, give him a gold and a letter, and says, just let's caravan, let's fellow tabaxis, the Storm clan, let them know that Lavender Storm will be gone for 3 days.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Of course, thank you. And with that, he gives a very pleasant smile to the young man.
All right, he kind of wanders off in the direction he was going.
Sweet. And then I'll hop back up in next to Quna.
All right.
So are we on the caravan or we're walking inside of it?
Yeah, it's up to you. Are you going to be riding or walking alongside?
I'll be ready on
Yeah, cool. Like,
Okay. It's about mid-afternoon at this point.
okay. So wait, you're gonna be on top of the caravan? I can see you sitting on top of the caravan, like just taking like very, very curious, and I'm just walking on the side of it. I'm tall enough to kind of be close enough to hear you and talk to you.
Yeah, we'll be like chatting as I'm up top looking over like the tree line. You're on the bottom keeping an eye on everybody.
Yeah.
And if I see any like rusts,
Go.
what I'll do is I'll be like the lookout, like just like a crow's nest on a pirate ship.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Okay.
And, If you guys are ready, we'll head out.
Oh yeah.
Overall, it's
All right.
14.
Cool. So the front driver, a young male half-elf, whips the reins and the caravan starts to move. You guys drive to the edge of town, and then before long you see the edge of the forest. The path that is clearly more traveled with rut marks and so on turns left to start going around the forest, which would normally take about a week of travel. However, because of the urgency, you will be taking the overgrown forest path that goes straight through. One of the healers and cleric step to the front of the wagon and start to kind of cut aside some of the vines and such that have begun to overgrow onto this path, making way for the caravan. Progress is quite slow, and before long, you can no longer see the town. You're now deep in this forest. You hear bird song, and these trees tower over you to the point where you're almost always in shade. It's quite dark in here, and as the sun begins to set and the shadows stretch, it's almost to the point where it's nighttime already. And you guys, what'd you say your perception check was?
14.
14.
You want me to make one too, or?
Sure, go ahead.
Let's see. Perception.
I'll be on top in like the most middle area. He's kind of going around it. we chat up.
I got a 15.
Okay. As you guys kind of head out, as you're going away the town, maybe you're about 5 minutes into the actual forest. You hear what sounds like someone panting and running coming from behind in the direction of the town.
I grab my shield, hold it up, and turn around. Who is it? Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, you see a male half elf. He looks to be about 30. He says, "Oh, my apologies. The mayor only just sent me."
Aha, stop right there, please. Quna, I whistle for Quna.
I walk up slowly.
Hello, sir.
I didn't know anyone else is going on this trip.
I'm Jack Helmer. Nice to meet you. He puts his hand out.
Quna, feel free to shake it.
Forgive us for being a little hesitant.
No, I understand. Of
We were
course.
told with short notice that we will be helping escort.
No, I understand. I'm not a guard. I'm a healer.
I hop down from the caravan, and once again, this is a very impulsive thing. He holds up his spear, cuts the palm of his hand, holds it out, and says, "Heal me."
Okay, you take 2 slashing damage. Heal you. Oh, okay. And he pulls a bandage out of his pack and wraps it around your palm.
Does he do it in like an effective manner that like resembles other experienced healers I've been healed by?
Yeah, it's decent.
Okay. I look at my hand. I kind of give.
That was unnecessary, but I was going to say I specialize in disease, treating that with non-magical means. But
What do you think? It's prepared like a healer.
I mean, if you guys don't need me, I'll turn it around.
You may come with us for now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yes. I'll just Quna, why don't you escort him to the rest of the healers? We make sure that you be safe with.
The caravan is stopped. They're all kind of just looking back at you.
Yeah, I'll show them like go to whoever the leader is, ask if they happen to know him.
There's not really a leader. The guy driving the front caravan is an older human man.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. So that means we have an older human man and a half elf as our drivers.
Yeah, and then there's also a female human in the back caravan. There's 3 wagons. And if you want to talk to any of these people, go for it.
Yeah. Quna, so you stay with if you like.
I guess
I'll
I'll give you kind of an overview of your whole party. So those are the 3 drivers. You have the male half elf, the older man human, and the female human. Then for the healers, you have there's only one male human healer. There's an old tabaxi woman. She's white fur. She's kind of stooped and she walks with a cane. There's the guy that just walked up. There's 2 dwarves who seems to kind of be sticking together and avoiding the rest of the people. There is a halfling who kind of trots along. He's constantly talking to people, going from group to group, just chatting. And then there's a elf that kind of walks solemnly alone. Seems chin up, very keeping to himself.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what I'll do is I'll just, Quna, you can do whatever you want. I'll just escort the man to the people and give him one like, "Don't make me forget," letting you in.
I kind of wave at you and kind of let you know
course,
like where I'm going. Kind of like a silent, basically letting you know I'm going to talk to the 2 dwarves. Like 2 fingers, I'm circling them.
Yeah.
He does have this healer, by the way, does have a short sword on his hip.
Don't make us more weary of this damn guy.
I'm just saying he does have a sword. Most of the people here have weapons.
Okay, well that makes sense since we're going.
Some of them don't, right? But most of them do.
It makes sense.
Does
Be armed personally.
the doors have weapons?
The wagons are completely packed. The only places to sit would be the bench on the front of the caravan.
No,
They're on.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably what he's trying to hint at, is that like we can't really access anybody other than our drivers right now.
No one's inside. Everyone's outside.
Oh, okay, then cool. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I want to talk
Yeah.
to the
So
2
there's
dwarves.
there's the 3 drivers, and then the rest of the healers are either walking alongside or sitting on the bench next to the drivers.
Oh, all right, cool. Then yeah, I'll just hop back up and kind of gesture to drivers that we're good, and Quna can go talk to the dwarves.
Okay, the older man in the front whips the reins, and the party continues going forward. The 2 dwarves in the front are the ones cutting the shrubbery aside.
Okay. I'm gonna approach them. You guys need a little help here?
The dwarves, sure. We got it, big guy.
So what bring you guys here?
He doesn't even really look over his shoulder at you. There's two of these dwarves. The first one is clad in ornate iron armor, and he has a large mace at his hip, and he actually has a helmet on. And the other one, clad similarly, the armor's a little bit less fancy, and again with a mace at the hip.
So I'm gonna say, it's good seeing some dwarves here. You guys are hardworking people, and I can respect that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm glad you respect us. Gets you some points in my book. They both kind of laugh.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys be. Just kind of checking out things, see how you guys doing, see if you need help.
Aye, good luck. We'll be by your side if you're getting enough.
I appreciate that more than you know.
Excellent. Is there anyone else you want to talk to? So there's the old man driving the front caravan. The middle caravan is kind of a half elf. His fingers are kind of twitching as he holds the reins. There's the younger woman in the back caravan. She's pretty focused on her work.
If I may,
yeah,
because I'm standing on top of the caravan, I'd like to talk to the half elf because I'm just like on his caravan.
Yeah, so you're in the middle wagon.
Yeah, just on top, like looking around, like once again, crow's nest ass. And I'll just like
yeah, sure.
Ella.
I'll say while you've been sitting up here, just kind of his behavior, he tends to kind of like tap his knee with his fingers and like kind of twitch a little bit sometimes.
You know what I'll do is to the rhythm that he taps his knee, I'm gonna very gently play my violin and start just humming a tune.
Oh, it's not like rhythmic tap. It's like,
oh, I know. Trust me, a bard finds rhythm in everything.
Okay. He kind of looks up at you and then stops tapping.
I kind of smile. I'm like, well, hello there. How are you enjoying this trip so far?
I'm fine.
Are you nervous? No need to be nervous, sir.
Oh no, I'm fine. Okay. Thank you.
Of course. My name is Lavender Storm, by the way, and you are?
I'm Charlie. Charlie Stevenson.
Well, nice to meet you, Charlie. If you ever need me, don't be afeard to call. I am paid, of course.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
And I'll try my best to just kind of every now and then like crack a joke to Charlie, try to see if I can get him to be less nervous.
He kind of like closes his eyes really tight and then opens them, like scrunches up his nose.
Oh, fuck! I don't have that spell yet. Shit, never mind. I was gonna cast Calm Emotions. See if I can try to calm some of that anxiety for him.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Sure. Not really high. Like 15.
Okay, I'll say he doesn't seem nervous.
Okay. Interesting. Well, so can I pick up on any other behaviors? Like, is he like? Does it look like it's Morse code that he's tapping? Is he like trying to give a message, or is it just...
It's not Morse code. It's more of kind of a fidget.
Does he look like he might just have like a mental thing? Like, I know that like in real life, I would say he has...
like a tick.
Yeah, like
does he have a tick?
But like for Lavender, in Lavender's mind, he's like thinking, does he have like a mental?
It might be.
Okay. In Lavender's like mind and like the medieval sense of their medicine, he thinks like, okay, this man obviously just has a bodily malfunction, and that's okay with Lavender. He loves him all the same, and he plays him a jaunty tune and hopes to make him laugh.
Okay, yeah, he kind of just like nervously chuckles, kind of obviously put off by your like forthcomingness.
Yes, the very brunt high spiritedness of young Lavender.
Right. You guys keep going.
Do you mind if I bother the older lady?
Yeah, the tabaxi woman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn up rhythm. It's kind of quiet. Yeah, so you go up to her. She looks up as you approach and says, well, "Hello, how are you doing, dearie?"
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, that's excellent. She reaches into her back pocket and kind of rummages around, and then pulls out a candied apple and hands it to you.
Oh,
freshly made, just before we left.
I wish. This body doesn't do sweets, and I kind of like showed the muscles a little bit.
Oh, come on. You look like you need a little bit more meat on your bones.
In the background, like, between the dancing and laughing, Lavender like yells, "Come on, big guy, enjoy yourself."
I'm okay.
Everyone needs a little bit to take the edge off.
So forceful, like an old lady, really, like a grandma. That
She kind of like she pinches your
eat.
cheeks. She has to get up on her tiptoes to do it.
Oh my god. It's a backseat woman. Fucking sassy, pushy. I love it.
I take the candy from her.
Excellent, excellent. So, what brings you out into these woods? What's your story?
I'm a soldier, just kind of stationed here with a few guys.
Oh, excellent! You certainly look like a soldier. You're so tall.
Thank you. I appreciate acknowledging my height.
My name is Kathy, by the way.
Oh, my name's Quna Zyn. Well met.
Nice to meet you.
You've been around here for a while, I'm guessing, in this kind of area.
The town?
Yes, the town and the forest
yes,
around here.
I have an inn.
Okay.
Called the Rotten Tooth. For all the sweets I give. Hey, suppose.
That actually makes sense to me.
I love this woman.
Well, I have a question for you about the forest.
Oh, go ahead.
So I know there's all sorts of things. They listed off many things about it, but any other folklore that we may have missed?
Well, there's the bedtime stories, typical. We don't really get much trouble out of it. Maybe the occasional goblin or bandit, but the real reason we stopped trading here was simply the bandits that patrol the roads.
I can assure you that I'll make sure that you come out of this unharmed.
To be honest, it's been so long that we've used the roads, the bandits have probably moved on. I don't blame the mayor for his caution, however.
I put my hand on her shoulder, which pretty much engulfs her whole shoulder.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
She kind of pats it and smiles.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out, but at the end of the day, you're a very sweet lady.
Thank you. You're such a kind gentleman.
I give a kind of a smile that a Goliath can give. Without seeming like I'm gonna eat her. It's as sweet as he can be because of his face. And then he's going to make his way to Lavender and kind of catch up with him a bit.
As you walk up to Lavender, you hear what sounds like kind of like a coming from the woods off to your left.
I yell out, "Who's there? Show yourself."
Violin music.
It goes quiet.
Stops.
I yell out to Lavender, and I kind of do like the military signal thing without saying anything, like points to my eyes, points to the area that I heard something, and like make my hands like a dick and chatter.
Really quickly, like dropping my fucking that drop.
Oh, sorry about that. Everything fell. I was charging my phone and it all fell apart, so I'm here. Sorry about that. Keep going.
But yeah, like I'm like very quickly rushing to grab my spear, my shield, and like trying to. I would like to look in the direction that he was pointing at, but from
Some of the people in the caravan are getting kind of nervous seeing how you guys are acting. The old man in front yells, "What's wrong? Do we need to stop?"
No. Keep going. If it is something we don't want them to, we want to see if we can outmove them. So if we keep moving, we don't give them opportunity to ambush.
We're not moving very fast.
That's okay. Just keep moving as quick as you can. As I try to like look through the bushes, can I spot anything moving?
Make a investigation check.
Not 20.
All right, you see 4 goblins crouching in the bushes, eyeing up the caravan.
Quna, I like to gesture to them, and I would like to cast fairy fire to outline them.
All right.
I say, Quna, attack.
As you cast this spell and the light illuminates these goblins, they immediately begin screaming and run out of the bushes towards you guys. Spears raised. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god, another nat 20. No, why'd you waste an initiative?
I got a 10.
Okay.
That's such a waste on initiative.
I'm just lining up the turn order. Give me a second.
Yeah, my guy's so spry, talkative, still sweet as hell, going to old ladies and assuring their safety and everything like that. Seeing some people need help.
Oh, you Gary.
Alright.
You know.
So, Lavender, you're up first.
Alright, shit, let me check my spells. Seeing these goblins. So, 4 goblins, right? I'm on top of the caravan.
How long does Fairy Fire last? And is it concentration?
Yeah, it's concentration, I think, for a minute.
I don't think I can see Verifier though. We
Everyone
talked about
can
that
see it.
in that one off with the Hydra.
Oh.
That we only Astrid actually saw it.
Well, since they're already.
But they ran out anyway, so yeah, they ran out at us. So regardless,
Well, either way, I get advantage and attack to them because they're highlighted. So I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna take out my sling real quick because I'm on top of the caravan. I'm gonna smack my spear downwards into it, pull up my sling and kind of.
Yeah, they're about 10 feet off from you guys, by the way.
Perfect. Oh my! I swear to God, Mac. Another nat 20.
Jeez. Okay.
I've
Roll your damage.
do you want to do the critical hit dex? The good board card?
Probably not, no.
Okay. That's good.
yeah, we're not that good boys yet.
Alright. That will be plus my dex. That'll be 12 damage.
Okay. So, you unleash a medium-sized stone into the bush, immediately pelting the first goblin between the eyes, sending him flying back with a ah! And he lies still.
That's it.
And then one of the other goblins kind of breaks out of the shock before the other guys, and jumps forward and raises his short bow. Okay, does a 15 hit your armor class, Lavender?
No, it does not.
Okay, so he releases a small arrow up towards you, and then he's going to run off into the forest a fair distance, about 30 feet, and then he hides behind a log, but still being lit up, you can see him just fine.
I can see his like little glow from behind the log.
Right. Oh, hang on.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, cut this out of the recording, okay? Quina's gonna keep that candy. He's not gonna eat it, but he's gonna keep it in his kind of like back pocket and always cherish it.
Oh yeah.
It's your turn, Quna.
Yeah, he's gonna get close with that, with the old lady. Oh, what was that?
It's your turn.
Okay. So you said one hit behind a log, so I probably can't see that one with like sight. And then you said, yeah. I'm gonna spot whoever's closest to me. I'm gonna throw an axe at them, a hand axe.
Yes, there's two in the bush. Yeah, just you will say you attack one of them. So roll to hit.
Yeah, you dead axe, baby.
14 plus 7, 21.
That hits.
Take that. That is 8 damage.
8. Okay. That goblin is dead as your axe buries itself right between his eyes.
Here.
I like to say,
So-
nice one, Quna.
Yeah, not so bad yourself.
All right, and then one of the goblins is gonna go. The goblin that's still in the bush. He says, ah! And releases an arrow through the air at Lavender. That does not hit. That's a 3 plus whatever. It doesn't matter. And then he's immediately going to go run into the woods and join his companion. And then Jack steps forward with his short sword and runs into the woods. And you can't really see where he goes. You just see the leaves rustling, and then you hear.
Then you hear.
You hit like a puss.
Nice job, idiot.
Okay, here we go.
He's
That
like,
hits. Okay, you hear.
Ow! Did he get smacked in the ass?
No, that was the goblin. Yeah,
I know.
it sounds like he probably got hit.
Okay.
And then it is the two dwarves at the front run into the woods as well. They don't make it all the way to the goblins.
Yeah, I guess.
And then it's Lavender's turn again.
Alright, I'll try my best to. This is where he's gonna have one of his first like leadership moments. he's gonna start while seeing them lit up, calling out where he sees them lighting up, like, to your right, no, 3 paces, blah blah blah, like trying to dictate where they're going, make sure they can like hunt them down and cover any of their tracks.
Okay.
While still like up on top of the.
Is that like inspiration or what?
Yeah, I'll just give like inspiration to whoever is fighting the goblin.
How many of those can you give out?
Once a turn. But,
Okay, so you'll have to pick someone.
Yeah, if you want me to do it since it's like my action, can I do like a group inspiration?
Sure.
So
why not?
I'll start just like giving like advantage kind of, but
okay.
Advantage inspiration by like pointing out where they are.
All right. And does that end your turn?
Yeah, I'll just spend my entire turn doing that.
Okay, so then.
Giving the help action basically.
Okay. So then you hear. I'm referencing multiple stat blocks, so give me a second. Okay, that hits. Okay, you hear a. Ah! That's it.
How far can we perceive like how far are they? Like, would you say like
The
a whole movement?
Lavender tells you they're about 30 feet into the woods, and then it's your turn, Quna.
Okay, what's my movement speed? 30 feet. Okay, perfect.
Make a. You'll have to make a perception check to see them.
Can I yell out to Lavender to kind of give me an idea?
Yeah. The DC is fairly low since he's telling you where.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
If you want to use that.
I got the 18.
You can see them. Yeah, one of them's behind a log and one of them's behind a tree. And it looks like one of them just got a small cut across the chest of Jack.
So who's the one Jack? I want to fight the one Jack is fighting. I'm gonna throw another.
Okay, sure.
Actually, I'm gonna throw a javelin at the guy.
All right, roll to hit.
Throw the javelin. 16 plus 7, 23.
That hits.
You should pull the hand axe out of the one you killed before.
I was going to until I heard.
That would be 5 feet of movement to grab that. So
yeah,
sure.
I thought so. It came to my
No,
mind.
you can still do it. You'll just have to do he's throwing the javelin, so he's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a javelin regardless. I already hit this damn thing.
You still got the badass
5 plus 5, 10 damage.
All right, it's dead. Your javelin hits it between the two collarbones, and he flies back and smashes into a rock.
And then, I'm trying to save my rage, so I'm not.
There's one goblin left.
Yeah,
You end your turn? Okay.
Yeah,
the last goblin runs into the woods another 30 feet. Actually, 60 feet.
Oh yeah,
because he sprints.
Fair enough. I don't blame him. I'm just gonna say, all right, he's running away. Come back, everybody. Come on. No need to get lost in the woods. Come on.
Quna, around you see the two dwarves kind of looking in the goblin's direction, and then look at each other and lower their weapons. And Jack kind of puts his sword down and then holds his hand across the small cut, and then takes a bandage and starts to wrap himself up.
Well, I'll hop up and cast Cure Wounds on Jack.
Yeah, sure. Roll it.
Yes, I'm going. Oh,
please,
let me help you. I pat him on the back, and he.
Thank you.
12 hit points back.
Oh, that is excellent. You're probably more of a healer than I am.
Main campaign, I could be good at it.
So I'm gonna note down that I did pick up my hand axe and my javelin on the way back. I see he's getting healed because I kind of went to his aid. I want to pat his shoulder and say, "Don't just run into battle. Even though we spotted them and you had the advantage, you never want to get yourself caught in things like that."
He barely nicked me. It was just a goblin. Thank you, though, for your concern.
However, next time it may be bandit goblins, and they jump you when you go into force. You have to stay with the caravan. That's defensive post. Much more advantage.
Okay.
Please.
Fair enough. You're right.
Yes. We're here to keep you safe, so sorry for over-worrying.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Good. And then I hop back up, and I kind of just give everyone that same speech. Like, please make sure you stay here. We're here to keep you safe. You can't do that if you run into woods. Thank you.
All right. The caravan resumes its journey.
Did we get any loot from the gobos?
They only had like simple, like crappy spears and bows.
You want the loincloth?
I'll take the spears and bows and put them on top of the carriage because I can throw their spears.
Okay, sure.
Hey, fishing.
That's Lavin looks at it and looks at you, Quna, and says, we could recycle these. He starts like picking them up.
I do like throwing things.
Yes.
If you can't tell.
So if you need,
I'll-
I'll throw you a few spears you can chuck.
I'll be right
I'll
back.
take you up on that.
All good. And he looks at you.
Wasn't-
Do you use bows? He like picks up this tiny bow.
No, I do not use toothpicks with string. I don't knock it. I do see the power and advantage of it, but not really my thing.
Like Hux looks at his sling. I do love my sling. It's a gift from my father, but this bow would be more effective since it slings arrows instead of bullets.
Also, Lavender, I got a question for you.
Sure.
These are
Okay, I'm
big,
back.
quirky
Sorry
people.
about that.
They're a little reserved from what I've kind of seen. I know we're soldiers, and usually that's a part of our tendency. But these guys
I'll
are
interrupt
soldiers.
you right there and say, most of them aren't reserved. Some of them are.
The people that we
For
kinda
example,
walked
the
into.
halfling is very chatty. He's been talking to just about everyone.
Yeah.
The old woman,
Oh, that's
the
right,
old
like,
woman
wolf
wants
and
to talk to
you.
people. The humans driving the caravan, all except the half elf that you talked to, are fairly chatty.
Okay. I was more so just reporting back of what I've kind of got so far. I talked to, and then I'm catching up that I talked to the dwarves. They didn't have much to say, but they seem to just be immersed in what they're doing. Talked to the old lady. Obviously, you've seen that. She took I got the candy from her.
Yeah.
Then we have that.
Lavender.
quite a
Do you know
fellow
what
that-
clan she's from?
I
I
actually-
come from Choltz, so I might know her.
I didn't really ask. I was more so trying to find a little more information about this forest.
I'll take. I assume that since there's 3 gobos that we killed, there's 3 spears and 3 short bows.
There's 4 goblins, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but we only killed 3 of them, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I like put the 3 spears, 3 short bows, and some of the arrows into Quna's arm. If you could toss that on top of my the middle one for me, so we can be extra prepared. I'm gonna talk to the older lady. Do you know her name?
Oh crap. What was her name again?
You don't remember, I guess.
Something with a T?
I actually, damn it. Can I roll something to see if I can remember?
Sure, do a wisdom check.
Damn, I should have
Is
written it down.
Remember intelligence.
No,
don't do that.
wisdom is memory.
Okay, please, because it's -1 intelligence. Shut up.
Oh, I was gonna say though, intelligence is memory, wisdom is perception, and stuff around you.
Intelligence is like
History and recalling.
right. I mean, history is not memory. History is knowing history. That's like facts. You weren't actually there.
Okay, I see your point. I see your point.
Right.
Okay, I want to roll.
Sorry, I'm not trying to sound.
No. It's a fair point because you're talking about basically more. That is actually a scientific thing. It's called sense memory instead of quoting memory. So that's actually a very fair point.
Well, here's the thing. They say elephants never forget. Elephants have high wisdom, but their intelligence is terrible.
Which is weird because they also made in D&D intelligence the thing that's meant to be remembering. I think that
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It's in the base thing. Intelligence is recalling information. Wisdom is describing the information. So wisdom. So how I always did it. Intelligence is what you remember. Wisdom is how you remember.
Okay, well, do intelligence then. You've convinced me.
God damn it, I just rolled. No.
Just what's your modifier? Just take the roll you did before and change the modifier.
Okay, so I had 14, so now it's 13.
Okay, that's enough. Her name was Kathy. She didn't give you a last name.
Her name's sorry, I'm really bad with names. I will say her name is Kathy. I didn't really get to hear the last name, but I'm sure you'll find it out.
Okay, and did you know that Loxa don't inherently smart? Isn't that weird since they remember everything? The random fact, sorry, I start walking away.
The guy's a Snapple.
And
She
What's a
sees you
Snapple?
approaching and pulls out a small brown cube and holds it out to you.
oh, thank you. I love
hello,
protein
how-
snacks.
Of course, it's rare you see another tabaxi out here.
Indeed.
It's a piece of fudge.
Oh,
by the way.
yum. I eat it and I go, I'm curious what clan you're from. I'm from the Storm Clan, the traveling merchants.
Well, to be honest, whenever we ended up here, I kind of just settled down in town and made the most of it. So, eh, I'm rather solitary. My husband was a tabaxi, of course, but he passed away a long time ago.
Oh, rest his soul with the cat god. I bow to him and her
Oh, thank you.
in the most respectful, gentlemanly way I could.
That was quite impressive what you did. Well done.
Thank you. My father was a warrior. He taught me how to strike ever since. He told me growing up that the jungle's a chult where he grew up, full of nasties, and he always wanted me to be prepared, much like he was.
Oh, excellent. You're a very, very brave man.
He smiles, almost like a child when they're praised, like that. Oh, oh yay! He goes, "Thank you. I was curious. I have a penchant for stories, and the Baxi are the best storytellers I know." And he sits down, crisscross applesauce. Could you tell me about Cholt?
The caravan's moving.
He sits back up and goes right to the door, pats himself off. Would you mind telling me about Cholt while we walk?
Oh, Schultz, I know a lot about that. I've got plenty of stories. And she kind of begins talking to you about Schultz, which I obviously am not trying to avoid talking about.
Yes, she tells me about the forest, the Tomb of Annihilation, the entire module. She tells me the story of how she was one of the adventurers, blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
Something, I don't know. All that. So, anyways, at this point, the sun is pretty much set, and the man at the front of the caravan, he says, I reckon we should stop and camp for the night. We should look for a clearing or something.
Got you.
Soon. And you go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say FYI, every story she tells me about Cholt is the exact same shit I tell everyone else in Hub that I did.
All right. So you after another 5 minutes or so, you find a fairly open area. It's not huge, but at least the trees are far enough apart that you can set up the tents. And everyone kind of goes. Yeah, sure. Everyone goes to the back wagon and kind of pulls out tents and starts setting them up.
Sweet. I'll climb a tree and make because tabaxis, having a climb speed tend to like to be up. So I'll make a hammock on one of the branches and kind of just have an aerial view of everybody.
Sure.
Are these strong trees?
Are they strong? Yeah, they're big trees. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably sit up there, maybe on some of the lower branches that are thicker.
I don't know
Because
about the Goliath, but the tabaxi, we're barely 100 pounds.
Yeah, Tabaxi can do it fine.
I'm 500 pounds.
Holy shit!
So
I'll
yeah.
make it lower so I can sleep next to Quna then.
Okay, so as you guys are setting up, you see the man start to set up his tent. The two dwarves set up their tent and their own fire. Jack goes off in the woods to get some firewood. The elf kind of waves his hand, and his magic kind of causes the greenery to grow in a direction away from his little tent area on the ground where he then sets up camp. And after about 15 to 20 minutes, everyone's camps are ready. Jack comes back with some firewood. You guys start a fire going. You put some logs and rocks around the fire for everyone to sit on. as for who's around the fire, there is the male human, the healer you haven't talked to before. There's the 2 caravan drivers, the old man and the woman. There's Kathy, the tabaxi, Jack, the half elf, and Albert, the halfling. That's probably it. So everyone but the dwarves, the half elf caravan driver that you spoke to, and the elf.
So I'm gonna retreat with Lavender away from everybody. I'm gonna kind of talk to him a little bit.
Like, imagine you're on the branch, and the branch is like bending all the way down, like only a foot off the ground.
I was thinking like on like the thickest limb where he can like sit on, and then your branch, like where you're laying, is kind of like a hammock under the like basically on top of the branch that's above me, but like it kind of lays under, so it hangs kind of close to me.
From your perspective, you can see the human. He's fairly well built. He seems to be. He's telling a story with his arms are like splayed out, and he's like gesticulating wildly. The halfling is extremely into it. The other 2 humans kind of are rolling their eyes and looking at each other.
I could have swore, since I was is technically sleeping above Quna, you're gonna say that he saw the crisp outline of my ass.
No, the crisp out. Well made glutes, I see.
Oh, I do squats every day.
Lavender, question for you.
Sure. I like stick my head out from like the side of it. Yes.
You being a soldier as well, what got you in?
Pretty much. My caravan is a trade caravan, and I am, as you may be surprised, technically amongst my people, I'm not the most charismatic. I like to fight. I like to cause trouble and mischief, and my father kind of got tired of that. So when I was of age, he demanded that I get a job. And since no one of the caravan wanted to hire me as an apprentice because of my attitude, I ended up working with the caravan guard. And I ended up being trained in de-escalation and interrogation and various things like this. Yes.
Yeah, you were very highly skilled, and just kind of wanted to get a little backstory on you, because I don't see many Tabaskis around here.
Yes. Oh, and let alone ones that are willing to get dirty. Trust me, my friend. Most Tabaxi tend to run.
Lick their paws a lot.
Yes.
I know.
Yes. He like kind of like slightly hangs half out of his hammock. You tell me, friend. What brings you to the soldierhood?
To your surprise, I am a Goliath.
Oh shit! What? I thought you know.
I am surprised.
I say that because we're very reserved and we're very stone-faced, and to be honest, being around that and my parents all my life, it gets kind of boring. There's not much personalities besides Ugg kill and Ugg climb and Ugg cold.
I get it. I totally get it.
Me being more open-minded, I told my family I'm going to travel. And to me, the best way to travel, with also coin to be involved, was to be a soldier. I am built to be a soldier. I am well equipped to be a soldier. It made sense to me.
You know, being a soldier, you don't really get to see much of the world. I'm sure even now this is more than you've gotten to see in a while, huh?
Compared to just being in high mountains, I'm seeing more than enough.
I see. Well, trust me when I say I get it. When being around your own people for so long, you hear the same thing. You know, similar to attack, kill. You know, I had Lavender, trade, Lavender, speak, Lavender, bark. You know, like a dog, they wanted me to be this showman.
At this point, Jack kind of stands up from the fire and starts walking over to you guys.
I'll hop out of my hammock and start kind of stretching.
Oh, no need to get up. Just came to chat.
Yeah, well, I was already wanting to stretch. Me and Quna here. We're chatting, so come, take a seat.
Yeah, he kind of climbs up and
Taking a
sits in
hybrid.
a branch next to you guys. So,
Oh,
Yes.
No.
what do you think?
Or the caravan situation, or these wonderful heights as like do that cat stretch on the branch.
The caravan, although I do admit these are it's quite a nice view from up here.
Yes,
You
indeed.
can't see very far, of course, but
Oh, that's not the point.
I don't know. I've
It's-
always found
it's the
something about
advantage.
looking over the just kind of people living their life is interesting.
Indeed, I think the term you're looking for is people watching.
Right. That does have kind of a negative sound to it, but sure.
Yes, well, we tabaxi, and I sit next to him, and much in like a like two bros chilling on like an edge kind of thing. I'd be like
On a
gesture,
log.
yeah, like gesture to the people, and be like, look, to tabaxi, we love behavior. We watch people go back and forth. We call it people watching because humanoids, and we tend to observe. That's how we become charming. We tend to learn habits and how to make you smile.
Interesting.
Indeed.
so we do appreciate that your healing prowess is going to be back in the sub, but what are you here
Well,
for?
I mean, to be honest, I doubt I'm half as capable as most of the people here. The mayor was obviously quite desperate. In terms
Yeah.
of combat healing, I'm not going to be super helpful. But once we get there, I'm sure my expertise will come into play.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I'm sure it will, and we appreciate
I'm
it.
mostly self-taught.
Anything is better than nothing, my friend.
Of course, it sounds like things are pretty bad.
Indeed. But remember, those people do need you there in one piece in order to help them. So
I
nudge
get
him.
it. I get it.
Yeah, I nudge him like that, like kind of like, yeah. You know.
You know, the big guy ran out there too. To be fair,
Yes, but that big guy is meant to run out there.
I'm more than capable
and
of
so
going
did the
out there alone.
dwarves.
Well, I don't know if you've seen met dwarves, sir. You don't really tell dwarves what to do.
And I met them already. They're more than capable of themselves as well.
Oh, then in that case, I assume Quna charmed them to the point where they couldn't help but come to their friend's aid.
I mean, the
I
dwarves
don't
ran
think
out there
so.
before Quna did.
Oh,
I
that's
thought,
just because
yeah,
he's slow.
they did.
He's big.
All
I'm
right,
not
I suppose.
I peer my eyes at him like,
I give you that like, hey, like that little like shrug. Like, don't judge.
Could you make a
compared to
perception
you,
check?
kitty, you're fast.
Either of you?
Sure.
Huh?
Both of you make
What was that?
perception checks.
Okay.
Check my. Nothing. Let me see. I played the band. Oh, I forgot. I played a banjo. I forgot that.
I got 15 plus 2, 17.
Let me see. I do have in perception. Sweet. Okay. That'll be 16 then.
All right, excellent. So both of you, at once, notice you kind of hear a distant like clunk as if someone bumped into something, and you look over at the caravans and you see a figure quickly duck behind the front caravan.
Quickly, I like nudge Quna. You saw that, right?
I saw it too.
Mac,
We
What's-
jumped down.
what's
start
up?
telling him.
Mac, get everyone in
Who?
Go make sure everyone's
Who?
safe.
Who's Mac?
I mean,
Who's that?
fuck. Jack, you. Sorry, I have a friend, a pirate. Never mind. You, halfling, quickly go make sure everyone's okay. Quna, grab your weapons.
Wait, what's going on?
It's a figure up front. I just want to make sure everyone's rounded up.
Okay.
It shouldn't be nothing bad. Let's just make sure everyone is safe. And
So we only saw one thing.
You hear the dwarves laugh loudly from their tent.
I'm gonna not even stealth. I'm gonna use my feline agility and start running towards the front.
Okay, as you turn the corner of the caravan where you saw the figure duck, you see nothing.
What?
Can we take a look around and see if we see any like footprints or anything like that? Kind of indicate he was actually there.
I mean, where are you looking?
I'm looking kind of at like where we saw him kind of duck down.
Okay, yeah,
I'll light
make a
lantern.
perception check.
Yeah, I'll light a lantern for you, and we'll like have it hanging on the front.
So perception again.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do survival check, checking for tracks?
Yeah, sure.
That is a 16.
16.
That's a 6.
Neither of you see anything.
You saw what I saw, didn't
You do see I'll say you do see tracks, but there's so many footprints and stuff around here that it's hard to tell whose footprints come from where.
I check underneath the carriage.
Okay, you see a face peering back at you.
Well, hello.
Yee.
It is the face of the half elf, and he kind of shouts and then starts frantically scrambling backwards.
Friend, what?
I'm gonna grab him.
I didn't. I'm not. You're gonna grab him? Okay,
Yeah,
make a
I'm gonna
grapple
grab-
check.
So this is basically a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nat 20. Look
All right, you
first.
yank him
Nat
out
20.
and lift him up by one arm, and he kind of starts kicking you harmlessly. Please.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
It's
Stop
not what it
fighting
looks
me.
like.
We
He
just want to
kind
talk to you.
of goes still.
I approach him and I'm like,
Other than the twitching,
friend, why were you hiding underneath?
because you guys ran around the corner. I thought there was like a threat or something.
Oh, good. Okay, then did you happen to see anyone over here?
No.
Huh.
I'm gonna bring him closer to my face, and I'm gonna do intimidation and say, "Are you sure you saw nothing at all, or are
Roll
you
it.
what we saw?" 19 plus 4, 23.
Okay, yes. It was me.
I do like honesty.
I wasn't doing anything. I was just minding my business.
That's very weird that you mind your business, seeming very suspicious, hiding and ducking around.
I just. It's none of your business.
Well,
You
that's
do know I can kill you right now, right?
Look.
I will persuade him. Like, we don't want to hurt you, but it is our business when we're trying to keep everybody safe. So either do it the nice way, or we have to do it the way that we frankly don't want to have to do.
And that's
That would be
speaking for him,
intimidation, I
not for
reckon.
me.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Are
Okay,
you using
fine.
the, like one dice?
I'm using the red dice.
Yeah, those away.
Yeah, okay, they're moving. Goodbye, dice. These are too OP.
Yeah.
Or I'm getting the blue ones.
Yeah. You need to test those in salt water. and see
Okay,
if-
fine.
they probably don't have 20 all the time.
I was just trying to get into the caravan.
Why?
Just trying to get some.
So, were you going to
Which caravan are we at? Which caravan is this one?
No,
is this the
what?
middle one?
There's none of that.
First one?
These are supply caravans.
Okay.
I will say you found him underneath the medical caravan wagon.
Why were you? Why were you going towards the medical caravan?
Just trying to take the edge off.
Oh, shit.
I don't need anything. I'm fine. You can just put me down, please.
No, look at me. I have seen many people fall to addiction, friend. Look at me. Look, I try like very quick, like look him in the eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower him down to his like face level to make sure he looks at him.
I know exactly what people who are desperate for a fix are willing to do. Tell me, what is it you're looking for?
Just anything, I suppose. I wasn't trying to get anything in particular.
I look at Quna, and like, I kind of give you like a question look. It's like what should we do with him?
Listen, I can still help the people in the town once we get there. You can't just throw me away.
We're not gonna throw you away, friend.
Okay, good.
That's speaking for him, not me, by the way. I doubt they'll care for one less driver.
Make an
I can
insight
also
check,
drive.
both of you.
Hey, insight check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm using new dice. These are.
Oh, I got a 4. I don't know.
Beige
Okay.
dice. And all right, you said insight.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. It seems he's already been helping himself.
I don't see that, so.
Right.
I pointed out. Like maybe I point out like a
Yeah, do it.
flask in his like fucking jacket or something.
No, it's not. It's not a flaw.
No, it's not-
like
it's not-
he doesn't
it's not
have anything.
drinking.
You don't see anything on him. You're
Oh.
just like by the way he's acting. like the twitching and stuff.
Sir, I talked to you earlier and you looked nervous. Sir, are you high on something already?
No, I'm no.
I grab him by the shirt. Tell me if you're high on.
Okay, yes, maybe just a little
I
bit.
put out one single cat claw that is very long. Am I going to have to lock you up in order to make sure you get...
No, I said yeah. I told you. What do you want?
I look at Quna. Do you have manacles?
Manacles.
I'm gonna pull him up to my- I'm
we
gonna
got
pull him up to my
attacked.
face.
What happens if we get attacked and I'm tied to something?
You stay.
I'm gonna pull him up to my
behind
face.
your chair.
Is that?
So,
I thought you're
I'm gonna look him. I'm gonna look him dead in the eye. Lavender,
Yes.
we're gonna let him go. And I look directly in his eyes. I'm gonna let you go.
Yes, thank you.
But, and look at me dead in my eye. If I hear anything is missing, if I hear any ruckus or any sort of liability to us,
Of course,
I
yes.
promise you I will kill you before I kill the enemy.
Absolutely, yes. I understand.
I'm giving you a chance. I don't like failing my job. If you allow me to fail my job, I will not allow you to live anymore. You got that?
Okay. Yes.
I'm gonna gently put him down. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna put him in his little feet.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna let go.
He kind of staggers back towards the camp.
I don't like this man.
I don't either, but
We can't really do anything.
we have nothing against him.
Yeah.
Nothing on him. It's best not to cause a scene and throw him back at us.
You hear the dwarves burst into laughter again.
Doesn't look like he disrupted anybody. Let's just make sure he doesn't ruin our rep, shall we say.
I agree. Let's see, and it's getting pretty late in the night. Everyone's still around the fire because the doors are laughing and everything.
Yeah, everyone but the two dwarves are in their tent, and the elf is kind of just standing off to the side looking into the woods. But everyone else is around the fire.
Okay. I'm gonna call for Jack, the dude that we were talking to.
Yeah, he kind of trots up. Yeah, what's up?
I'll update him on what's happening. Don't make a scene. Just let you know that everything's fine. And when it comes down to it, if you could keep an eye on him and let us know if he happens to do anything.
You think he's actually... You think he knows anything about medicine? I mean, other than obviously what he does know about medicine.
I have no idea. I suppose that's something we'll have to learn. And hope.
Okay, well, everyone seems to be having a good time. The dwarves especially. So, why don't you guys get some rest? I reckon I could keep watch. If I see anything, I will shout. But you guys certainly need your sleep.
I kind of look at Quna and kind of give like a, what you think?
I say we take it day by day and keep an eye on things.
Agreed. Let's do. I'll thank Jack, and I'll walk back with Quna.
At the very least, listen. At the very least, let me take a shift. I want to help.
Okay, go ahead. Whenever we do our shift, we will not stop you from joining us. If you.
Excellent. Good. I'm glad. So that means everyone will be taking 4-hour shifts. Then, if you have 3 people.
Oh no, it's only 2. It's only me and Quna, but he can join us.
Oh, he's just gonna sit with you?
Yes, I don't trust him enough inherently to immediately just give him a shift.
Listen, if this is a matter of trust,
Sir, I said you may join us. Are you not wanting to join us anymore?
okay. I mean, there's no reason to have 2 people up at once. Is all I'm saying.
But sir, what if bandits strike? One may protect, while the other may start defending, and waking people.
All right, fair enough.
It's-
Roll persuasion.
Yeah, I'll just be like, it's simply protocol, and I kind of wink towards Quna. 15.
All right, fine. I suppose. Can't help but wonder why you trust the Goliath.
Well, soldier. Alright, once again.
Well, I'm peering at him.
I mean, I've seen plenty of bad soldiers. Soldiers are willing to rat out their friends for a couple gold pieces. But whatever, it's fine. I'll sit with you. Who am I keeping watch with?
Me.
Okay, sure. We taking first watch?
Yes, I think Quna deserves his rest. Right, big guy?
Okay.
I'll pat you on the back.
So the only thing is, that means you're taking an 8-hour shift. which means it's going to be almost morning, but you'll have to sleep the next day if you want a long rest.
I will play Song of Rest in order to kind of magically regen some of my rest as I sit there.
Okay, you will probably take a point of exhaustion for not sleeping for a night.
Okay,
So will Jack.
I'll sleep. How about we do this? I'll do a 4-hour shift. I'll wake Quna up, and then
The elf turns around. If you need someone to keep watch, I could take care of the entire night.
no, thank you. Quna, I'll wake you up in 4 hours, and then I take.
You needn't laugh at me, Cat. I'm plenty capable. Us elves don't need rest.
Okay.
Not the same way you do.
You may take the same shift as Quna. Means take your 4-hour Zen nap or whatever you do, and then you may go up with Quna then. Quna, is that okay with you?
With all due respect, if we are to do it this way, then one of us will be left without any rest. That simply cannot do. We can't travel through these woods without a fully prepared party. At the very least, you must choose one other person.
I pull Quna aside. Quna, I'm a little panicky. Why don't you help me here?
I think we have no choice but to utilize him.
So how about this? Do you trust
you're
Jack
not
or the
wrong.
elf more? I don't
It's a lot to
trust-
choose from, right?
Yeah, right. I kind of trust our halfling friend Jack a little bit more than I trust the elf. What do you
I
think?
agree with you. We should take our shifts, make sure we all get a long rest, and be
The
spry
elf
and ready.
starts walking up to you guys.
Okay,
Let's-
Jack, you earned your right. You're part of the Three Musketeers. Welcome to the third shift.
The elf glares at you and says, "Let me ask you something, kitten. Do you think the king would simply choose idiots to send into the most dangerous woods?"
Sir, what are you... I look at him. You clearly are offended, and so I must ask, what is your stature or status that I have accidentally offended?
The fact that you
You don't
asked
sound like a random
shows your
guy here
ignorance.
anymore.
Clearly, sir, I tap my head. I'm not
Claire, you spend too much time deliberating trust, rather than making the most of the individuals who have been sent to help.
Well, sir, tell me, which king sent you?
I'm sent by no king.
Then why'd you say a king? We were sent by a mayor.
I misspoke. I
Oh.
meant queen
Oh.
of the elves.
Queen! Oh.
I was simply passing through and noticed that there was need for my help.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Sifrin. Sifrin Talo.
Well, Sifrin Salo, I apologize for insulting you. I meant no insult to your right as a fighter. Merely that me and Quna here were the guards hired. And we were not aware of anyone else. And therefore, we were just trying to make sure everyone else was safe, as is our job.
It would be wise of you to remember that everyone here is allies. And then he turns around and starts walking over to stare into the woods again. Very edgily.
I fucking hate that guy, and I make sure he hears it.
Hey, don't be so mean. I think you guys
Quna,
get-
make a dexterity saving throw.
You dumb.
Do I see it?
No,
16.
16. You start to feel a vine start to wrap around your foot, but as you look down, you pull your foot back and stomp on it. The elf makes no reaction.
I start laughing.
I
say,
lied.
"See, you can't be
I'm
mean
really starting to
good
like him
men."
after all.
I see, that's why I apologize. You have to be nice, Quna, please. That's how you lead team.
I pat him to the shoulder. Sometimes you have to be mean to really see what they're capable of.
Huh?
So, what's exactly the plan? I don't really know what's happening at this point.
Me neither. I guess, Jack, you'll take a third shift so that we can all get rest, and
So we're doing 3 shifts? We're not giving him one? The elf that literally does not need sleep?
okay. Elf, would you like to join us for a fourth shift?
He doesn't respond.
I'm assume that you're mad. That is fair. We will leave a fourth shift for you if you'd like to join. If not, I will take it if no one else does.
I will comply.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. And I kind of bow to him and I say, "All right, I think we have a steady shift. Let's all get some rest, everybody. I'll start with the first.
All right.
First.
Yeah, so everyone can take a little over 2-hour shifts then, since there's 4 people. So what's the order? Who's going first?
I'll take last shift.
All right.
I'll take second shift.
Okay. Who do you want to go first?
Since the elf was wanting it so bad, I say he can do it, and then Jack can do it.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, you guys go to sleep, and Lavender, you are shaken awake by the elf.
Oh, hello.
And he says, "It is time."
Oh, thank you. And I pat him on the back. I apologize for before, and thank you for helping.
Mm-hmm.
And
he simply walks off into the forest.
wait a minute. I look around. What?
Yes. He's still walking off. Yeah, I assume you reacted before he's fully gone.
No. I watch, and I'm like, wait. Do you not point to the caravan? Can I do an intelligence check? Was he part of the caravan?
Roll it.
7.
You don't know.
I look at him. I don't make a sound.
Is he? So wait, are you waiting till he left, or are you stopping him?
Yeah, I probably would wait till he's left, thinking that maybe he's gonna go take a piss or something, by a
Okay.
bush. And then when I see him enter, then I'm like, wait, Lavender's concerned. I'm gonna do a head count while on my shift. I'm just gonna go around and do a head count. Do I see him when I go along, everybody?
He walked off into the forest, but you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 people in total. That's including Quna.
Is that everybody that was there before?
With the 7, you don't know.
Sticking
You
to
think
it,
so? You recognize? Here, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you everyone you see, and if you wrote down everyone, then you'll know whether or not. So there's Charlie, the druggie. There's the female human who is driving. There's the old man human who's driving. They're in the same tent. There is the kind of proud guy who is telling a story at the fire. He's a human. There's the Kathy, the tabaxi old woman. There's Jack. He's sleeping in his tent. There's the 2 dwarves in their tent. There is the halfling in his tent, and there's Quna in his tent.
Wait, I thought Jack was the halfling.
No, Jack's a half elf.
No, the halfling was the.
Oh, right. Sorry, I confused that. I confused halves. Let me see. The only one that I, for some reason, can't actually remember, and this might just be Isaac's memory, not Lavender, is I don't remember the human. Now that I think about it, I don't remember.
Which one? There's several humans.
So I remember the drivers. I do not remember the one that was at the campfire talking. Now that I look back at it.
Okay, you want to wake him up?
I do not wake him up. I look at him real quick. I try to.
Okay, make another intelligence check.
All right. Okay, better. 16.
Yeah, he was the one wildly gesticulating while telling a story at the campfire.
Okay. In that case, everyone's there. So who the fuck was that elf? Wait, I look around. Was he actually sent by the fucking elf queen? He was just passing by. I come to this realization as I sit on top of my carriage on my guard duty. And I sit there pondering the luck.
Okay, the elf comes back.
Oh.
After about 5 minutes. And then he walks into a tent.
Oh. I sit there very quietly, kind of mad at myself.
Okay, roll a perception check for your shift.
Fucking 22.
Okay, nothing happens during your shift. The dwarves seem to have gas.
Oh, gross.
Oh my god. You have such good hearing.
And then your shift ends.
Probably sensitive smell, more like it. Alright, I'll go shake up Jack.
Oh, good morning. Well, I suppose it's not morning. It's my turn, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, okay, my friend. Have fun.
All right.
Let me know if anything
Yep.
happens.
Of course I will. I'll shout.
Okay. Good night.
Yep, sleep well.
Just knocks out instantly.
And then 4 hours later, Quna, you are shaken awake by the half elf Jack. Your turn, big guy. It's sun's coming up, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
Sounds good. Then we get up, dresses up, and gets everything all ready, gets dressed, and gets ready to take a shift.
All right. Make your perception check.
Before I do I see the elves' tent? Like, do I know which tent the elves in?
You don't know which tent. No.
Okay. Let me do a perception.
I
11.
just realized he probably just went off to take a shit.
I wrote 11, by the way.
11? Okay. You don't notice anything. And then, soon enough, everyone starts waking up. Kathy, the tabaxi, kind of gets up first, and she goes over to the fire and grabs a few cans out of the back caravan that has the supplies for you guys, and pours them into a little bowl and heats it over the fire and starts mixing it. And as people... Yeah, okay. As people get up, he kind of starts handing out bowls of food to everyone and just kind of chatting. You do see the elf walk out of the tent with the halfling. The halfling is pestering him, just chatting nonstop, and everyone kind of gets breakfast.
Can I approach the elf with the chattering? I'm guessing he's with Charlie.
Sure. And then I told it, hello. Yes.
Excuse me. I need to talk to him for a second.
Oh yes, go ahead. And he kind of wanders off. What is it, Goliath?
I deeply bow. I want to say I'm sorry if I offended you. I was just more so sizing you up to see if you're capable. You were spouting a lot of things about you being sent by the
Queen.
do
the same thing, but I already know the answer.
Well, I appreciate your help here. I can see you're more than capable of taking care of yourself.
And I'm glad you've been enlightened.
His eyes twitch. Then he's... Well, I'll leave you be. Are you hungry?
I've nourished myself already this morning.
Interesting.
I'll let you go. And I pretty much bow again and I walk away.
All right. Are you guys... so soon enough, the drivers kind of start getting back in their positions. The old man at front again, the young woman in the back, and the druggie in the middle. I assume you guys are letting him... Are you still letting him drive?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't fuck it up. I'm
All
gonna
right.
do insight check, see if he's high.
Okay, roll it.
Oh wow, 19.
He is.
I grab him by the hair. So, when did you get it?
Please.
When did you get it?
Get what?
I put like a claw to his throat. When did you get it?
Okay. I had some. I was stashing some in my tent.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. I see. You promised me you didn't have to go back in?
No, I did not. I swear.
I like how I pat him on the head. Good boy. I look at Quna and
He shudders.
I gesture Quna over.
I walk up.
Hey, check the like I gesture to like with my head to Charlie. Belongings. Make sure there any extra shit in there is put back in the caravan is supposed to go home.
Okay. Yeah, take a look then.
Make an investigation check.
Oh no, I clicked intimidation. Where's it?
I'm gonna intimidate these wagons.
All right,
Yeah.
son, come on out.
Yeah. You're not a wagon anymore. I got a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
You don't notice anything.
Can I role play it like I rolled the 6?
Go for it.
I'm just like half-ass rummaging, basically. Like if you're looking for something, I just turn over one thing.
The wagons are locked at this point.
Oh, okay. So I was like, everything seems pretty locked up here.
We'll check his. We'll check later. We'll check later.
All right, and with that, there's the whip of the reins, and the caravan moves forward. The dwarves are in the back this time. They're kind of hanging back, walking quite slowly, just close to each other, talking amongst themselves in low tones. And this time in the front, the elf is leading the way, and he seems to be parting the vines with some kind of magic.
Nice.
And so you guys, yeah, if there's anything you want to do, go for it.
I mean, I'm keeping watch on my caravan, crow's nest style.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Make a perception check for me.
All right. 24.
24. Okay, so as the day goes on, at about midday, about noon, the tabaxi woman kind of starts passing out some slices of bread and dried meat for everyone to eat. And so as you're eating, you hear the faint burbling of a stream or a river up ahead. And
thank the Kathy. I'm gonna say thank you very much. Well, normally I'd ask for more stories. I want to scout ahead, and I'm gonna start trying to check out the stream.
okay, yeah, you scout ahead. It's so as you go up ahead, you pass the elf and walk for another maybe couple minutes, and you come to a fairly wide river. It's about 15 feet wide. And where once there was a bridge across the path, it seems to have fallen into disrepair and collapsed in the middle.
I know it's probably a dumb question, but I kind of have to ask. Could I do something with mending?
Probably not. You'd have to have all the pieces.
Are the pieces in the river?
The river is moving, so they would have been washed downstream a long time ago.
I mean, my thought process is that it depends, because if they fell recently, because they're heavy, they may have still been
Right.
somewhat there, not pushed down yet. But if they're not there, then they're not there.
It looks like it might have even been eaten by termites, and the wood is old and rotten, and it's clearly just from age that it's collapsed.
Damn.
And as you're looking over this, you hear a sharp snap coming from the direction of the caravan. Quna, as you're walking alongside, which wagon are you walking by? Like, are you in the back or the front or what?
I'm usually in the middle. I'm always like
Middle?
to go in the
Okay,
middle.
so from up ahead, the main wagon, you hear this sharp snap. The sound of wood breaking, and one of the wheels falls off of the wagon and rolls into the forest.
I'm gonna go after the wheel and try to see if I can put it
Okay,
back.
you chase it into the wheel. Yeah, you run back.
Where's Quna?
So, Quna, it takes you maybe a minute or two to find where the wheel went. It kind of went down a small hill and caught underneath a bush. Lavender, takes you a couple minutes to run all the way back to the caravan. And you guys both get back at the same time. And as you do, no one's on the front wagon. They're all kind of gathered around the back. And you see a figure you don't recognize standing kind of in the direction you came from, maybe 20 or 30 feet back, and he's flanked by two other men. They are dressed in they're dressed in leather and kind of like metal spikes, and they have some mean-looking weapons at their sides. And the man, roll still.
Oh, fucking 22.
22. Okay. They don't see you. The Quna, is there anything you want to do?
So did he see me? You said he saw me?
They wouldn't have seen you yet. If you want to try to stay hidden, make a stealth check. Otherwise, they'll see you.
Okay, I want to stay hidden too.
Okay, stealth check.
So please, +3, do something for me.
Dang, Quna has +3 stealth?
Damn.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
I bet you did. He has good. Yeah, I got an 18 by the way. No, he's pretty dexterous. He has
You're
he has 16 in dex.
You're both unseen. And so the man in the front is kind of addressing the group, and he says, it's quite dangerous out here. I'm sure you understand. Our protection would be very valuable to you. By the looks of things, you lack sufficient guards, and these dangerous woods are no place for a group of measly...
on one of his guards.
Okay, that's a wisdom save.
Yes. DC 14.
Okay.
He said we saw.
Okay, that's a nat 1. As he falls, his spear drops and lands on, kind of scrapes the guard's foot a little bit, and the guard immediately turns around and kicks him. As he falls to the ground and immediately begins convulsing with laughter.
I stand up and I go,
He says,
"Oh, wow, you're right. It is hilarious how you said there's just no protection. Ain't that right,
He-
Quna?" As I flank him.
the guy in the front takes his sword and drives it into the other man's throat, the one that's laying on the ground laughing. And he says, "Yes, quite."
What indeed? Well, I do think that there's protection here, me and myself, or more than
Now,
enough.
listen. I'm sure you understand. There's goblins out here. There's bandits, and by the looks of things, you guys seem to be a little bit stuck.
From
So,
the looks of things,
what?
I think
I'll tell you
this
what.
is bandits
Listen.
trying to do something.
I'll help you guys out. We got some equipment. We can repair your little wheel, and in exchange, we're also going to help escort you to your destination. And in exchange, we will demand the small price of the contents of the 3 wagons. How does that sound?
Oh, it sounds a lot more like a bandit who's dead as I chuck my spear at him.
Roll to hit.
Nat 20. Not even fucking with you.
Okay, roll your damage. So, by the way, so you're to the side of him, but all the rest of the caravan kind of crap. What are they? Travelers are kind of in like a semicircle around him, about 20 feet away.
Let me see. So I rolled a 6. That's 12 plus. What's my dex? 4. That would be 16 damage.
16 damage. What was your 2 hit?
My 2 hit was a nat 20.
Oh, that's right. All right. So,
Switch dice again, because every time I get a nat 20, I'm just gonna switch them.
1 second. Here we go. So
And this
as
is
you
the
throw your
question,
spear,
do I get
it
surprise
hits
attack
him.
after he's done?
I'm sorry?
After he's done, is this the kind of like where I can get a surprise? This is more so just asking, just kind of make sure that I know what I'm doing.
Sure.
So,
You
'cause
can you could make an attack if you want.
Depending on what you do, I don't want to cut you off what you're doing, but I just want to see if there's gonna be a surprise attack, like kind of thing, because they're gonna be focused on him with that shot.
Yeah. So as I was gonna say, as you chuck the spear, it hits the lead bandits in the shin, and he simply looks down and then grabs it and twists it and pulls it out, and then he lifts it up over his shoulder and chucks it into the crowd of your companions.
Quickly,
And it
react,
sinks.
Quna.
And it
Yeah,
sinks
I'm gonna have to grab. I'm
into
gonna see if I can jump in the way.
the leg of Albert the Halfling.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about.
Oh.
Halfling.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we don't care.
If it's not the old lady, we're like, oh yeah, okay.
And I
Okay,
need you guys to roll initiative.
Wait, I thought he gets a surprise round though.
Okay, yeah, Sakuna, if you want to do something, go for it.
Yeah, this guy that threw that, I'm gonna throw a javelin. So I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
Okay, roll to hit.
17 plus 7. That's 24.
24 hits.
Quna, I hope you're ready for a fight.
I am. It's 8 damage.
I will warn you guys, there are some fights you can't win. Especially at level 2.
Oh, trust me,
Um,
I'll win this. I have a plan.
Alright.
And then I am going to use my bonus action to go into a rage.
Okay, what was
Yeah,
your damage on the javelin?
8 damage.
8, okay. Alright. And does that end your... so yeah, okay. So I'll have everyone roll initiative. Okay.
22.
Oh wait, no, 16. I believe I get. No, 14.
I got 22.
Okay. I'm just writing down the turn order. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I'm also just gonna say it right now, Matt. If you gave us a bandit that we can't kill after making us caravan guards, I'm gonna be very salty because that's literally a situation we have to react to.
We'll see. You'll see what happens. There's a plan. Don't you worry.
I love
I'm
plans.
just saying. I'm just not necessarily for this fight, but for future reference, because this is intended to be a dangerous forest, and not everything. Because especially with what's coming up. So first off is Quna. What do you do?
First thing I'm gonna do is same guy that threw a javelin at. Actually, I'm going to with my rage. I am actually going to shout out to see if we can get the other guys to kind of like, I'm pretty sure they're aware because I think you said you hit one of them in the leg, right?
Oh yeah, they were like paying. He was talking to them. They were all there.
Okay, good. So I am going to. What do you say? He's 30 feet away from me to go up to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to and finally, for the first time ever, on recording, take my glaive out and finally grip the damn thing. First time ever with the hand on a glaive. I am going to take a swipe at him.
Roll to hit.
That is 15.
15. Okay. That hits.
Oh, nice. So, what rage? Don't I add another +2 to my damage?
Yep, +2.
Okay, so 16 damage with that one hit.
All right.
No, that's later.
And then that ends your turn.
Yeah, because I used everything pretty much to go over there. Yep,
Okay. So then at that point, Quna, Lavender, as you're looking at this, you see Quna strike a powerful blow across this guy's chest, sending blood splattering across the floor. And then from behind him, you see movement as several bolts fly out of the trees towards Quna. Quna, what's your AC?
AC is 17.
17. Okay. So that is 2 hits. One of them is a natural 20. And
I used my reaction for the first time too.
okay, so the first one is 8 piercing damage. The next one is 6 piercing damage.
Okay, so and then I'm gonna use my racial trait as a reaction. Stone endurance, and as a reaction, reduce damage dealt by you by 1d12 plus 4 once per
All
rest.
right, sweet.
Let's see, that is 12 taken off of it.
All right.
And I'm going to end. Oh, that's not my turn. Yeah, that was just
Yeah. Okay. So then you hear some shuffling coming from the trees, and then the bandit captain steps forward towards the half elf that he has speared, and the half elf is laying on the floor, clutching his leg. And the bandit captain.
You would get attacks of opportunity.
I would get a attack of opportunity.
He's okay. That's true. Quna would get an attack of opportunity. Lavender, you attacked from a distance, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I just attacked him.
Oh, did you? Okay. Okay. Well, he's let's see here. Let's see what he can do.
You better not look away from us.
He looks away from us. We'll fucking eat his ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I took my hit.
Yeah. Both of you get attack of opportunity then.
Ooh, 17 plus 7, 24.
24 hits.
19.
19 hits.
That is 12 damage for my hit.
12 damage. Okay.
Can I, out of curiosity, because I don't have my spear, instead of my cat claws, can I throw an alchemist flask at him?
Make a sleight of hand check. I'll say if you want to do that, you'll have to make a sleight of hand check to yank it out of your bag and throw it.
Yeah.
And if you get too low, you might drop it.
Fuck it, I'll just use my claw. That will be...
Scratch him, damn it.
Yeah, that'll be 10 damage.
Alright.
Thank God I got max. We're fucking this guy up, holy shit.
Yeah, he's looking fairly wounded at this point. And then...
I'd like to, as a bonus action, since I'm a bard, give Quna...
Can you do that during an attack? You can't do that during an attack.
You can't do an attack opportunity. You have to wait for your turn for that one.
I mean, you can say something, but I don't think you can use your inspiration.
I won't use my spell. I'll just look at him and say, yeah, no protection now, huh, bitch?
Okay, sure. And then he is going to step forward and lean down and scoop up the halfling, put him over his shoulder, and then sprint into the forest.
What?
And then it is Jack's turn.
Oh, fuck,
Jack
yeah.
is going to run up to the guard that was left behind.
See, not just
And-
who just grabbed the halfling. Like, he definitely does not have full movement. He would definitely have caught up to him.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is just what Jack's doing.
What? I'm yelling, Jack!
All right, Jack is going to attack. That's a hit.
Jack's gonna be stumped in one hit.
Okay, so he-
I'm gonna
He
Jack.
scrapes his sword along the bandit's arm and makes a minor cut.
I hate
And
this clip.
and then
Never
it's
mind.
Lavender's
Literally
turn.
kill Jack later. I'm mad at him. He fucking should have chased the half. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna drown him in the fucking river.
Oh my god.
It's your turn, Lavender.
Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna chase the captain with the. I'm gonna pick up my spear as I run by and chase him into the forest.
Okay,
with the
as you
crossbow.
run into the forest, make a perception check.
18.
18. As you start running after him, you see he has passed 2 other bandits who are hiding behind tree trunks with loaded crossbows.
As they do, I'll throw my alchemist flask at him. Say, I don't have time for you!
Okay, what does that do?
Basically, let's just say if they're, you said they're both hiding, they both get burned alive by napalm. It's 4d10.
Jeez. Holy crap.
It's only 50 gold. I spent a lot of gold on this.
4d10?
Yeah.
Roll it. They're probably not going to live unless you roll absolute terribly.
Yeah, like 1 each.
And that'll be your action.
That's fine. With my feline agility, I can still catch up. Oh my god, that's, like 27 damage.
Yeah, they're both dead.
I'm like, I don't have time. And I'm just, like, feline agility. That's only 60 feet because I didn't use my main action, and I'm just gonna...
Yeah, so you can catch up to him with that.
I'll
So
keep
you're right
going.
behind him.
You dropped that goddamn halfling! I cast Charm Person.
Yeah, what saves that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, okay.
Oh, fuck, that's my last spell.
I got a 16.
Damn it!
Fuck.
Oh, that's my last spell. No, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, no, we took a long rest since Fairy Fire, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I have 1 spell left.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm chasing him. I'll take out my sling and see if I can try to hit him and like hit him in the legs, stumble him. Get
What
closer.
Was the so the flask was an action. So was Charm Person a bonus action?
Oh, I thought you meant like so. I thought we just continued running when you said that. What do I do? Because I was like, oh, so we just continue running.
Oh,
My apologies.
that's its own
I misread
action?
This situation.
oh, okay.
But no, I just I keep chasing him and eventually I'll cast.
Okay
Charm
then.
Person.
So then it is okay. So then Lavender, 3 bolts fly towards you from the surrounding woods.
All right, got my shield up.
That is, I think 2 of these hit. Does a 13 hit your armor class?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so the other 2 hit then,
Oh, yeah.
because it was a 18 and a 22,
Yeah, they don't hit.
and that does. Ooh, I rolled almost max, just 1 short of max. So 16 piercing. I think that was more damage than Quna got from a critical hit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But lucky for me, I regained a lot.
I
of
rolled
that
really
back
low
in
on the critical hit damage, which is why.
I'm
It
around-
is. Oh, okay.
That's a
Wait,
lot
you're
of
down?
damage. That was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm only like 90
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
feet
say,
in, but
'cause
yeah,
I have like 27 health at level 2 as a barbarian, so I kind of figured like, holy shit, like wonder what health you have.
I have 11.
Oh,
I'm
Okay.
fucking
level
A.
2 bard with 8 in con.
Is it my turn yet to run up to help?
Not quite yet.
Who's
Next up,
following me?
he can on his turn.
Wait,
Right now
has
it
this
is.
entire time not been his turn while me and the bandit were running?
No, there's a lot of people. So the bandits. So it was Quna, and then some of the bandits, and then Bandit Captain, and then Jack, and then you, and then a couple more of the bandits. Now it is. Yeah. Now it is the elf is gonna run up to you and attempt to stabilize your wounds with a spell.
Well, if it's a spell, I can get back up. Let's go.
Okay,
I
you
did-
recover
Stay down, you're beat to hell.
5 hit points.
Awesome. Lavender is young and has no sense of self-preservation right now.
Okay, and
Okay.
then the 2 dwarves
Oh,
are
wait,
going
what?
5.
5. Okay, sorry.
5, yeah.
All right, cool.
I rolled quite high.
That's nice. Yeah, I love it.
And then it is going to the two dwarves are going to one of them's going so there's two directions of the path. The arrows have come from both directions. The first one's going to run into the woods. Actually, you know what? They'll probably stick together. They're both going to go into the woods in the direction where the arrows came from that hit Quna. And I'm gonna roll a few dice to see what happens here.
Goodbye, doors.
Okay, that's not good. They don't seem to hit anything. And then he'll cast. That's okay. And then it's Kuna's turn.
Oh, wonderful, gracious, amazing DM. Can I ask
Yes.
for one amazing favor?
Yeah.
So I was given some wrestling moves. In the fairness of the game, can I pick one of them?
What are they? Or just tell me the one you want to pick.
I want to pick the flying Quna. That's what I
And
haven't
what
talked
is
about
that?
yet. I haven't talked about that's. Oh, I wanted to actually save it for everyone to like be surprised and fun, but I'll give you insight on what the flying Quna is. Flying Quna is basically his finishing move. Like it is.
What's it?
Okay, so it's a hit and miss. So it's it's a running leap. It could be anything as a running leap or me being somewhere high. But it's a hit. It's a double-edged sword. If I miss, I take 1d10 plus 1d6 damage.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That sounds fair.
Okay, I won't even tell you the damage, but that was. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yep. I'll take it. Yeah. He made it very fair.
What do you want to do with that? Just don't miss it.
No, this is just me talking to you as a just outside of the game. Just want to see if I can add that to it, so when I do catch up, I
No,
can have
that's
that
fair. I
option.
think that's fun.
But yeah, so I'm on my turn.
So you have
So
one bandit in front of you. You have several bandits to your left that the dwarves have gone after, and to your right you have a couple more bandits. Lavender, the captain, and the kidnapped halfling.
How far is the captain?
The captain is 20 feet into the woods.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a javelin at his shoulder.
Okay, he's kind of lightly obscured by the foliage. I'll just 1/4 cover. I think that's just plus. Is it plus 2 AC for
Nat
1/4?
20 doesn't matter. I'll screenshot this if you want.
Okay, then roll roll your damage.
Screenshot that. Oh my god, let's go. Critical roll.
I'm sorry, Mac. I know
They are.
Oh my goodness. So javelin is 1d6. I rolled 2 d6s and one with the 5. That's 17 damage with the crit.
Get fucked.
Okay,
What the fuck?
the
Yeah,
bandit
I'm
captain
screenshotting this
is
both.
down, and he drops the
Let's
halfling,
go.
crawling out onto the floor.
That's my boy.
And then the
Let's
5
go.
bandits to the left are going to do some things.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Quna, we're such good guards.
This is the Quna
Okay,
of the Isle.
interesting.
This is a taste of what
You
Quna can do.
hear several shouts and the clanging of weapons coming from the left. And then it is the captain's dead, so Jack is going to attack this one bandit again.
I keep looking at my rolls and everything. The
he
27
misses.
javelin to hit.
So he misses, and then it's your turn, Lavender.
I'm gonna run up to the halfling and make sure he's okay.
I'm posting.
Yeah, he's cradling his leg. Oh, it hurts.
I cast
Please.
with my final one, Cure Wounds.
All right, roll your healing.
9 hit points.
Excellent. He's back to full health. You take the spear out and cover up the wound with magic, and his flesh seals back together, and he kind of stands up. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
That was terrifying.
Of course, quick, go back to the caravan. Get with everyone else.
Yes.
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna start looting the bandit captain.
Okay. You find. Let's see what they have on them.
You see chat, Lavender. Look at chat on general.
Okay,
chat.
you find a light crossbow, a scimitar, and 3 gold pieces. A light crossbow, a scimitar, and 3 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna appreciate it.
And then the bandits are going to go. The bandit that is fighting Jack is going to not bonus action. He's going to use his action to disengage and run into the woods. And then Lavender, 3 arrows fly at you, again, from the same areas of the woods. Does a 16 hit your AC?
Nope.
Okay, so 19 does. So that only one of them hits you, and that's going to do. Where's my D8? Here we go. 3 piercing.
Ow! My
Oh,
And then some shouts from the caravan as the commoners kind of start running, taking cover behind the wagons, and then who's... Oh, dwarves. Okay. Let's see what happens with them.
Dwarves, they're awesome.
They're all
Oh,
about their action.
they're... As much as you love them, they're not rolling good right now.
Oh, how about the elf? Go with the combat veteran?
He was right next to you. Oh, crap. Where did... Oh, yeah. He went with the commoners. Okay, so he's going to... Sorry, I skipped him. I'm going to go back for a second. He's going to look into the woods and cast... Actually, he's probably... What's your... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I'll cast... I'm going to flip a coin to see what he does.
Want to shout that out to him?
Okay. He's going to turn to you, Lavender, and attempt to heal you again.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
Smart move, yeah.
And you can recover 4 more hit points.
4 more?
Yeah, and then he's going to turn and start striding towards the caravan. Quna, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to... In the doors are not too far from me.
You can't see them. They're in the woods off to the left.
If I use a full movement speed, would that be able to actually be in a better clear?
With your full movement, I guess full movement and perception. I'll let you do that. See if you can tell where they are.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. And I have a cat like laying on me like in a weird position, so I'm like trying to look at the. I rolled bad 6.
6. You hear clanging coming from all around the woods, and you hear a shout of something that sounds like dwarvish, and then a scream that's coming from a man's voice. That's probably it. I'll say, you know what? I'll say you see one bandit standing about 10 feet ahead of you, pointing a crossbow into the woods.
Oh, I'm throwing an axe at his face.
You're gonna roll it.
Wait, am I close enough to don't hit him with a glaive?
No, 10 feet. Oh yeah, because it has plus 5 foot reach.
Yes, it does. I got 16 plus 7.
That hits.
Yeah,
The fucking glaive is 14 damage.
14. Okay, he's dead. You cleave a deep cut in his side, and he topples over with his internals spilling out.
I'm just a fucking savage.
And at that point, combat will end.
I get up.
And I will get out of my rage with a deep breath.
Let me get some music. So, Quna, as you stand there panting, right? As you stand there panting, Quna, and looking around the woods, you see a rustle coming from the bushes ahead of you. And one of the dwarfs, the one that seemed to be the more talkative one, stumbles out, covered in cuts and bruises, and he drops his mace and looks up at you and says, "They got him. They took him. Ran off. I couldn't keep
Are
him.
you still alive?
I don't know.
Wait, you say they stole your mate?
You're not there, Lavender. You're at the caravan.
Yeah, we're completely different areas.
You probably would have gone there, and then they told you where they went, and so you're walking over now.
Wait,
But
yeah,
for the moment, it's just
remember,
you.
I did a full dash somewhere else.
Yeah, this is
in a
the
different
other.
direction.
So there's 2 sides of the path. The dwarves are on the other side.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that's where I was dashing to.
Cool, I'll make my way back.
Quna, Jack runs up behind you and says, "What's going on?"
I'm gonna help hold up the dwarf and kind of keep him because he's.
You're gonna hold him up? Oh, you mean like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm not
offer
gonna-
your arm.
You don't pick up a
and he
dwarf.
I guess he leans against. No, he would probably decline your offer.
I'm only trying to help. You can lean on me if you need to. There's no weakness in helping. And asking for help.
Well, if they kill him, I'll make them pay.
Let me help you to fight another day. We'll make them pay. So I'm gonna
Suppose.
take him
At this
back
point,
to- I'm gonna
Lavender,
take-
you'd walk up.
You see us kind of making our way. Yeah, you have like
Okay.
2 health. I can only imagine you're probably crawling with a trail of blood. So, what are you guys doing over here?
Yeah, several of the medics. Luckily, you're surrounded by medics, so they kind of surround you. I'm just gonna roll a few d10 to see how many hit points you get.
You just need one.
10 hit points. Excellent. Yeah, you're literally traveling with a group of medics. As the Catwoman, Kathy, is patching you up, she says, "You shouldn't. That was foolish. Well, quite frankly, I don't know where the Goliath or the 2 dwarves have gone. he went off that way, chasing the dwarves. Okay, Quna, you're still talking to the dwarf. You guys are you making your way back to the caravan?
Yeah, I'm helping him get back so we can get some healers because he looks like he was.
Okay, yeah. You and Jack are both helping him kind of stumble towards the caravan. And Lavender, as you turn around to run towards the woods, they break through the tree line in front of you, and you see one of the dwarves, Quna and Jack.
Lavender, I need help.
And immediately, several of the healers run up and start patching up the dwarf, and Jack as well. Jack has a small cut, so he kind of patches that up. Quna, you're also hurt, so they're gonna run up and start helping you.
Oh, I didn't
you're being swarmed by medics.
I'm actually back to full health basically because I took
Oh, you
that.
are?
Yeah, I only took like what's it called? Oh, actually, give me a second.
Okay, well, you're probably at full now. You recovered.
No,
another
yeah, I
9
only
hit
had like
points.
if you heal me up by 2, I just need 2 more points to be full. So.
Okay, you're full then.
I know I still haven't yet to use that damn thing, but it's so amazing. I took down one, but I only found him. He's weary right now, but they took his. They took
Durgan.
Damn it!
I don't know why they wanted him.
Well, they have no. Well, is it like I don't know? We haven't really asked questions because I took down the captain, and these guys took captive like a people.
Did?
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You killed the captain.
I killed the captain.
I hold
Deserved
the
it.
Got him.
Yeah, I killed the captain.
He spits on the scimitar.
I spit as well. Hold it up to Quna.
Bloody thing should be
don't
burned.
Yeah. And as we all spit, I toss. I don't toss over much. I give it to the dwarf as like a trophy for your lost one.
You can
He
kill
cracks
the
it
guys
over
that
his
took
knee.
your mates.
Agreed.
And throws it into the forest.
Or that doesn't really matter.
I guess I'll go take away scimitar from my inventory. Cool.
And
I
he
don't
kind of
give him my,
grumbles.
like-
Feeling better now, he kind of wanders over to the caravans.
I'm not happy, Quna.
Yeah, that didn't really go very well, did it?
I didn't
Not as well as I thought it would.
What exactly?
The bandits
What do we
probably
do?
broke our wheel, and then they set it up. And like with a growl, you see like Lavender, almost like a child who doesn't like to lose. He starts getting pissed. You can kind of clearly tell.
Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
Was the one that lost the wheel was the one with the medical stuff in it?
It was the food and provisions, the very front wagon.
Oh, yeah. So never mind. I was gonna say because I was trying to put 2 together because that one guy was there for like the drugs, but maybe he got time to do. Okay, but since that's not it, never mind. Just ignore me. I
Hey,
was trying to put 2
guys,
together.
listen. So that wagon, the bridge, how much of that do you think was pure chance?
And I yell.
You think,
It's not pure chance I killed his bitch ass either.
These guys
Yeah,
have not
Jack
been,
kind of winces.
no one's been in these parts for a long time. The bandits, everyone assumed they're either gone or just not interested anymore. The fact that they were here is very curious.
Wait, listen. Did any of you see anyone come by last night?
Not on my shift. I look at you guys.
I didn't see anything.
What if this was?
Sabotage?
I hate, I don't want to say it, but an inside job. I mean, I wouldn't put it past certain people to, give in to money.
I look at them. Is it the dwarf's not anywhere nearby, right?
So everyone else is kind of packing things back in the caravan. The food and provisions maybe spilled a little bit when the wheel snapped. The dwarf is helping lift up the wagon alongside one of the humans, and the old man is kind of ratcheting the wheel back on.
I look at Quna and Jack, and I say, well, my suspicion is in that fight, the halfling was taken, and so was one of the dwarf brothers. It was better way than to get your inside man out than to kidnap him during a raid.
Wait, you're saying the dwarf did it?
Maybe? Maybe he's pulling the
dwarf.
wool over our eyes with his false crocodile tears.
The dwarves seem pretty genuine. I've known a lot of them in my lives, and I don't think it was them. I don't think he has anything to do with it.
I
He
mean,
obviously told
okay,
a
guys,
lot
here's
of
the
this
thing.
stuff.
That I'm only proposing it as a theory. It's very possible we missed him.
And it's also very possible, and not just the dwarfs though. Halfling, the one that won't shut the fuck up. He was kidnapped, maybe by the fucking supposed captain, possibly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
And so I'm just saying, it's very convincing act, but is it strange that he risked himself getting hit by me and Quna to go kidnap him?
Well, he also threw a spear in the halfling's leg.
Yes, exactly. Best way to like target them, you know what? Almost like giving up on words. Like Lavender looks at him and goes like, "Yes, yes," like very almost conspiracy theory-esque. Like, yes, exactly.
What about the elf? I don't really like him.
I think he's truly just kind of a dick who happened to have been here.
Yeah, no, he's a dick.
He kind of gives a dry smile.
But how about we do this? There's 3 of us here. We keep eye. You, Jack, keep eye on elf. I keep eye on halfling, and Quna, you keep eye on dwarf. And I could talk to Kathy and the other drivers and see if
I doubt it's Kathy.
No. I ask her for help. I love Kathy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, 'cause
listen,
Kathy's gonna be
I don't
prime
know
suspect number
if
one,
this
right?
should even go beyond just us.
You think we're set up?
I don't know.
Make it
I
go.
doubt the mayor knew anything about this.
I doubt it.
If he wanted to give the bandits things, he would just send.
Do it.
Well, I don't know.
Mayors are not mayors are as trustworthy as anyone else here.
When I talked with him, he seemed genuinely concerned.
Can I think back to when I was talking to the mayor and do like a memory insight check?
Intelligence check.
Yeah. I'm a little 12.
You don't really get any idea.
Damn it. These dice are good when I want to kill things, but not when I want to fucking think.
My dice have been spot on with
Listen,
killing.
I say we just keep going for now, and keep an eye out.
Okay.
We still need to get to that town.
Breathing,
Armoire.
breathing really heavily and kind of like, once again, that childish manner of like, fine, if we're not gonna deal with it now, then let's just go.
Lavender.
Walks off.
Okay.
Lavender.
Did what?
Let me treat you to a drink.
Of what?
Oh yeah, I say that. Of what?
Just because I have brewer tools, does that mean anything at all? That I have some brews? There's some brewskis in the.
Maybe you made them. Just roll a d20.
Okay. Let's just see.
I was gonna be a cook at first, but I was like, what would be called with Mac? I thought it was pretty funny that he like brews like liquor, not liquor, but beer.
Yeah.
You can roll a d20.
Mm-hmm. Just flat d20.
Flat d20. That is 11.
Okay, yeah, you have 1 bottle of fairly amateur alcohol that you made a while back.
I made this for an occasion of not necessarily celebration, but making it out alive in circumstances like this. Take a swig with me.
As I do, I hand you a gold coin and say, please, I know what you're gonna say, but it's Tabaxi tradition that when offered the thing, we pay for it. It's part of trade. And on top of that, technically you took down the bandit captain, so you deserve his gold. And I actually give you 3 pieces of gold.
The
Okay,
dwarf
I'm
walks
pocketing
out.
The dwarf, you said?
So, this is awkward.
What's up?
How you feeling?
You found, you found my stash, I suppose.
I start laughing. If you have more booze, please go get it, but this is our stash. But please, join us in a drink.
Oh,
I brew my own. I can assure you this is mine.
I assume we gesture.
And,
and fix it.
yeah, he takes a sip, and then he goes, ugh, disgusting. And he spits it out.
He's learning.
And no offense, but I think I'll stick to my own.
Quna
And
is, like,
he walks
very-
over to
Quna's
the
very
food and
hurt.
provisions
like,
wagon.
like a puppy that's been kicked. Like,
Oh,
Mm.
I put my hand on Quna. Let Bardic inspire you for no reason. It's okay, buddy.
For no
It's
he
always
walks-
cheerful.
He walks over to the front wagon, the food and provisions, and undoes the lock, and kind of reaches inside and rummages around, and then pulls out a couple mugs. Then he kind of looks at them and sets one back inside, and then pulls out some alcohol and pours it in.
Oh, I'm gonna go join him, and I'll bring my own mug. You should not drink alone. It's very lonely.
Yeah, allow us to give you
But
company.
what about the bridge?
Well,
What we meant to do about that?
do we have planks? We can maybe make enough of a bridge for the caravans to get across, and that's all. We're not charged to fix it.
We don't exactly have any spare planks.
I look at the roof of the caravan. Could we remove a roof?
Potentially with a check of sorts.
I kind of bring it up to the group. Excuse me, everybody, and I bring up the bridge problem. Me and the fine dwarf here were having a discussion regarding this. Anyone have any ideas? We have possibly removing a roof for a bridge temporarily, as one idea.
Well, the old man in the front speaks up. I saw a path that diverges a while back. We could double back and hope to go around.
But that's great.
Or
Do you think it goes that short?
Either it doubles back, or maybe there's a bridge that's intact. I don't know. Your idea works as well if you want to try that.
I see your point, sir. And well, in normal circumstances, I'd say okay. I think I'd rather not be around where bandits may get to us again.
The only thing is, if just make sure you build it good. You know, these are big wagons and horses.
Yes. I look at Quna and the dwarf, and I look at everybody. Does anyone know how to build correctly, like hardware and wood?
The dwarf raises his mug and says, "I might know a thing or two."
I know very little.
And also the human that was telling the story, he goes, "Oh yes, I know I can help you."
Alright, I suppose us plus Kuna's big brawn could set up a quick bridge, see?
You do not have a hand
That
axe. and
sounds like
some
a
trees around it,
plan.
right?
Oh yes, we could chop down trees too!
If I did a perception check, I would have found good enough trees and my hand
do you
axe.
have
and use my-
do you have like an? I mean, I guess you have a glaive.
I suppose
But-
I mean, in provisions, there probably would be an axe in case a tree was in the way.
Okay, I'm gonna have
As a DM, you choose
one
which
of
is
you
gonna
make
be
a
better.
survival check
Oh, I
to see how
alright.
good this bridge is.
Oh shit, my survival's not as good as I thought.
You want
Ooh.
me to do it?
I got a flat 17.
Okay,
I rolled a 19, so flat 19.
I'll just say
Because I have zero. I have plus
that's
0, so
18
I got
then.
lucky.
Okay, yeah, I have plus 0
Okay.
too, so between us we get 18.
So it takes the rest of the afternoon, but you manage to get all three caravans across by you disassemble the roof of the
Hey, can we just
front
do trees
caravan.
instead?
The only thing with trees is they're not flat, so the horses have to be able to walk across it.
Oh, I was gonna think
you
of
can
kinda
do
like-
that.
like
How
stacked
horses walk
sideways.
across log bridges. You just gotta
But
put
with
them tight.
the caravan as well on a
Oh, yeah.
log.
Yeah, dude, logs are thick. They're sturdy as hell. How do you think?
I mean-
I can throw references on that too if you want.
It's just flavor. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I guess
We're all
sure.
trying to
Sure,
prove
you
it.
cut down
No,
a
no,
tree
no, we've seen it in
and
a
make a
documentary.
bridge,
Make
and
it
you
work.
go across.
I like to imagine that's what they start doing. They go, okay, Lavender's plan, and then immediately Kuna's like, no, please. I read a book once. I saw a puppet play. Watch.
Yeah.
But as I said, it does take the rest of the afternoon,
Okay.
so the sun starts to go down.
Okay, let's
And-
push it for a few more hours. Let's get away from this little area from the bandits.
Okay, sure. So you guys travel until, I'll say,
Midnight.
maybe midnight. Yeah,
Okay.
midnight's probably good. And then you guys stop kind of under like a copse, a small ledge,
Ooh.
where you decide it's a good place to camp, and
Nice.
everyone starts setting up. So as everyone starts setting up, Jack walks up to you and says, "What's the plan for sleeping?" since we pushed it a while, we'll either have to stay longer in the morning or have more shifts if we want everyone to get a full rest.
I guess we'll have to make all 4 people again. And have to trust the elf.
The same 4?
Let's see if we can get a dwarf to go on with us, and maybe Kathy. Because she doesn't have to fight, she just has to alert us that someone's here. She can take the morning shift.
Listen, I hate to break it to you, but her eyesight might not be what it used to be.
Kathy, looking genuinely surprised and shocked, Lavender goes, huh?
Cassie, hearing her name, looks up at the human who helped you build the bridge and says, "Yes."
Oh fuck.
Kathy, you're fine. We're not gonna put it. We're not gonna.
My bad.
I'm gonna like whisper pretty loudly to him. We're not gonna put her in danger.
I'm sorry, Kilberg.
Jesus Christ. I mean, Paylor.
What a mistake.
He looks.
Who's that?
Yeah, who's? I know a guy named Craig.
Oh, I knew a man named Jesus Christ. He was a halfling in the desert. He worked a cactus farm.
Oh, that might have met him once.
That doesn't sound very profitable.
Oh,
yeah.
His wife is a desert dryad. She's a cactus woman. They grow very big cactus.
Yeah, but who buys cactus in a desert?
No, they don't buy. They sell the fruit. It's
I think we're getting off point here, guys.
Oh, right. Sorry. My bad.
Fucking cats.
Anyways, I'll take a shift. I assume you two will take a shift.
I'm gonna take the first shift this time.
If we want to leave at 8 in the morning, we'll need one more person.
The dwarf?
I mean, it's up to you.
I call both the dwarf and the elf over. Excuse me, sirs.
Okay, the elf walks over without hardly making a sound. The dwarf lumbers over, kind of staggering and burping. Yeah, what's up?
Gentlemen, we need to do shifts tonight, but because we had to push it...
got shift.
Alright, so we get all the capable warriors in this camp are able to do a shift, yes? I look at everybody.
Yeah, shift.
Alright, dwarf, are you drunk?
No!
I insight check him. Is he drunk?
He's drunk. You don't need to roll.
Oh, the dwarf, we'll wake you up later. Elf, Quna, me, and Jack will take the first shifts.
Alright. Who's first?
Quna.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first. But can we say after everything like that next morning, can we take a little break?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Kind of. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take the first shift. I'll start it off.
Alright, Quna, make a perception check.
Oh, I would love to. I am perceiving, and I perceived a 13's worth of perceiving things.
Okay, you perceive nothing.
Oh, I perceive, I see shit.
Alright, who do you want to wake up next, Quna?
Was there anyone down the line, or they just said kind of like go pick?
Jack, me, and the elf. One of us got to go before a dwarf.
I am going to take the elf first. Not
Okay,
really a fan of
yeah,
Jack.
you walk over to the tent and he steps out before you can open it, and he says, he doesn't even say anything. He just walks over to the middle of the camp and kind of stares off into the woods.
Jeez. Okay, I just take that as he's on shift, and I go to bed.
All right, Lavender, you are shaken awake by Jack. He says, "Your turn. Last shift."
Oh, thank you. Oh, I get up and I do my stretch, and I just do a walk about everything, make sure everyone's okay. Head count.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah, head count. Everyone's here.
I would like to surprise Kathy during my shift. I like to start trying to get all the food ready.
Okay, make a perception check for
18.
your shift. 18. You as you go towards where the bowls are stored, you see amongst the bowls a helmet.
What? I picked up the helmet. What is it?
looks oddly similar to Kilberg's helmet,
The,
the dwarf.
oh, fuck. I quietly start looking around.
You don't see anything.
I cast Fairy Fire.
You see the people in their tents, a few forest critters.
I walk around with Fairy Fire near the edge of the woods.
You don't see anything.
Huh. I'm going to tuck the helmet into my backpack.
All right.
And I'm going to go shake the dwarf awake.
Oh, what? What is it?
Uh,
Not so loud, please.
Sorry, I bring out the helmet. Is this your brother's?
His eyes go wide. But how?
I found it in the back of the supplies caravan. It's not
No,
but did you hear anything last night?
I mean, I'm been drinking.
Sir, I'm going to tell you something because I trust you. But I think we may have someone in our camp who may or may not be less trustworthy than the rest of us. Me, Quna,
You're saying there's a mole.
possibly. Now we don't want to make a fuss because they may alert
He smashes his fist against the ground.
Sir, we must try to keep an eye on everybody. I trust you. So, therefore, I have me and Quna are watching the elf. We got Jack on the... Oh, no, Jack... I had them all like, wait, no. Jack's on the elf.
Hey, I got something to tell you.
Yeah.
First night, when I was in my tent, the human boy, the twitchy one, walked past towards the caravans.
Oh, yes, he's drug addict.
What?
Yes, Charlie, he has a problem. Me and Quna found him first night going towards the carriage. We beat his ass, told him never come back. And...
Alright, that's him.
Well, I mean, I look at him. Just because he's drug addict does not mean he's bandit traitor. I get you want payback, sir. But
I mean, it sounds like a good cover. Excuse.
Huh. I sit there and I ponder it. That's not a bad point. So how about this? You keep eye on him. I keep eye on Elf.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Yes, and then we can, if you see any bad moves, you know who to call.
Okay.
And then I'll go back and continue preparing everything.
Okay, so everyone gets up. As Kathy gets out of her tent, she goes, "Oh, like you've been busy, younger man."
Of course, ma'am.
And she helps you get everything ready. Everyone eats and loads onto the caravan. And we'll take a short break.
All right. I will.
Nice.
So let me go to stream real quick. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much if you've been watching thus far. If you haven't,
Is anyone watching?
let me check. I can actually check. Let me go to our stream manager.
I doubt it.
We have yeah, someone's watching.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So if you've
All
been
right.
watching,
Hello.
we'll be back later in a little bit after a break.
Yeah, appreciate your review.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank you.
be in like maybe less than 10 minutes. I don't know what you're doing, Quna, but
If you enjoyed that episode, then look for more at youtube.com/wolfer28, Spotify at Building a Guild of Adventures, or if you really want to watch us record our stories in person, or maybe our DMs write for our sessions or build maps, join us at Twitch at the Guild of Adventures. Thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.